Hello, and thank you for attending the Turning Winds session of the Workforce Flathead Opportunity Fair today. We are glad to have you with us on this virtual platform. My name is Jody Smith, and I'm the Workforce Training Director here at Flathead Valley Community College, and I get to be your moderator for today's session. A few housekeeping items first. All of the Opportunity Fair webinars this month, as many of you may know and have already been viewing possibly, are being recorded and being posted on both the workforceflathead.com website as well as the YouTube channel for the Kalispell Job Service. And so I do highly encourage you to go out and visit those. And not only is it the employer sessions, but there's a wealth of resources on a lot of different career and job searching topics as well. And so I hope you will go scan through all those different possibilities and check them out. We will save some time at the end of this webinar for any questions that you may have. And so if they do arise, please look for the Q&A section down there at the bottom of your screen, and you can enter your question there, and I will be looking for those to share at the end of our presentation here today. And lastly, we will pull up our employer contact information for Turning Winds and for Turning Winds, not specifically Owen perhaps, but right at the conclusion of this webinar. And so we are thrilled to have Owen Basden here with us with Turning Winds. And Owen, thank you so much. And we'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you. Well, let me just start by just giving a little background on Turning Winds. We are a long-term residential treatment facility for adolescents ages 13 to 18. And our students come from all over the United States. So it's a private program. We bill insurance. What we're looking for is we're looking for staff who can join our culture and be a part of our team in helping the treatment process for our families, as well as for the teens that are on campus with us. A little bit of background. I'm just going to back up a little bit. So Turning Winds was founded in 2002. We are in the Troy, Montana area. And so probably, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. What is that? 2 hours west of Kalispell. We've been in that area since 2006. And we've got about 55 employees total. So it's a decent sized organization. We love working with teenagers. We've gotten really good at it over the last 20 years of being in the business. And so I'll just describe our culture real fast and kind of like maybe some people who fit really well in our organization. We're a very relational culture. And so a lot of the kids that come to us, they don't necessarily want to be there. They're not choosing to be there. Their parents are putting a lot of pressure on them to come and participate in our program so that they can change their lives because things just aren't going great for them. And so these kiddos that come to us, they don't want to be there. And so it's really important for our staff to be able to have the ability to connect and build relationships with them. That's kind of the first step of the treatment process, is for us to build relationships with them. They'll open the door for us, to come into their lives and to influence them. And so that is, that's pretty critical in, what we're looking for in the type of person that works at Turning Winds. They've got to be able to connect well with our adolescents, the adolescents and our families that we're working with. We, in addition to making sure that, as we're kind of going through this list of what we would like to see in our employees, underneath the ability to build relationships is the ability to be able to work as a team. Typically, in any given day, we have anywhere from, 5 to 10 people working as a team, kind of to get these kids from point A to point B. We've got an academic staff. We've got a clinical staff, we've got our nursing staff, we've got a psychiatrist who's on staff, and a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So all of these people who are working together to make things happen with these kiddos that we work with. And so being able to work as a team is pretty important and pretty critical in what we do. In addition, being able to be flexible is that's going to be another important thing, because things happen and can unravel pretty quick. We have one kid that can be having a hard day, and then the teacher has to put the class on hold temporarily to kind of figure things out with that kid. Or a nurse needs to come down if a kid gets hurt, playing kickball or whatever. And so sometimes things don't go like clockwork all the time. And so being able to be flexible is another important quality that we have. So we are looking for, we've got several different departments. We've got our resident advisors. So the resident advisors are the line staff. They're the guys that are boots on the ground, working with the kids, taking the kids through the milieu. So taking them down to school, taking them to PE, meal times and chore times and outside activities. That's the bulk of our staff fall in that category. In addition to that, we have 24-hour full-time nursing. And so we've got 4 full-time nurses that work up at Turning Winds that help the kids do their med passes and obviously, like, if they're hurt or they're sick, they'll jump in and help there, set doctor's appointments and make sure that everybody's healthy and feeling well. Our clinical staff, we have our clinical department. It's we're hiring for LCSWs, for LCPCs, and for LMFTs. We would need anybody who's joining that department or who's wanting to join that department to have at least a master's degree in one of those areas: social work, counseling, or marriage and family counseling. As I mentioned, we do have a psychiatric nurse practitioner and a psychiatrist, and that pretty much covers what we're looking for. Actually, I didn't talk about our teachers. We have, I did mention we have an academic department, but right now we're looking for anybody who has a math or a science background to help our existing math and science teacher. And that's pretty much it. As far as what we're looking for in employees coming on board with us, we have, just want to go over quickly our benefits. So our employees, they come in at different levels because we've got different levels of employees, but for our professional staff, so therapists, teachers, nursing staff, we're going to start those guys out at between 3 to 4 weeks of PTO. Our resident advisors are going to start at 2 weeks of PTO. That's paid time off. We offer 401k benefits, profit sharing, and health insurance and dental insurance as well for all of our employees. And so that's pretty much my spiel. Jody, anything else I need to hit on?
Well, that's fabulous. Thank you. I like that level of detail, and as you were going through, getting a sense of each of those positions and how they work together as well. And I don't know if you had said, what is your exact role there for the organization?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's probably pretty important. So my name's Owen Based, and I am the CEO of our organization.
Oh, fabulous. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Good detail to put in there.
Well, often we do whatever we're required to do, right?
It's true. Yeah.
That as well. And so sometimes we're asked, I don't know if this is an opportunity or not, but with me, especially being at the college, if there are any summer or seasonal opportunities, or if that's pretty tough to work in at Trinity.
Potentially for the right person, we do internships. Like we work with Seattle University doing internships. So we've got nurse practitioners coming through our doors, usually 1 a month, maybe 2 a month. We work with Purdue University in their clinical staff, and so we've got people doing internships with us, and so we certainly could be a resource for that, and would be happy to talk about that as well.
And most of your staff commuting, I guess, back and forth?
Yeah, most of our staff commute back and forth. They live typically either in Bonners Ferry, Idaho, Troy, Montana, or Libby, Montana. We do have staff housing on campus, so if somebody doesn't want to drive home after a shift, then they can stay the night and then, work their next shift the next day without having to drive home and drive back.
Or on an occasional basis as needed, it sounds like.
As needed, yeah.
Okay. I was wondering, do you see many resident advisors? Are there opportunities for professional development, like into teachers, and do you require certification for your teaching positions?
We do, yeah. We require certification. So teachers need to go through a certified teaching program and be able to be licensed, in whatever subject they want to teach. So social studies or English or science or math.
Okay. Some of that, it might seem obvious. I thought, well, just every once in a while, some organizations have a little bit of more latitude or different setups. So thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome.
I was wondering just if you'd speak to kind of from your own personal point of view, why you think it's a great place to work.
Well, I'm a little biased, but we have an amazing culture, and so it's very common to hear our staff. In fact, they all say it. Anybody who's worked anywhere else, they rave about working with us. It's a safe place. It's a place where they feel supported. It's a place where they feel needed, and there's we don't have departmental like territorial things going on. We all work pretty well in unison and pretty well together. We don't have cliques of people kind of running around and everybody's pretty unified. So it's, as far as culture goes, I don't know that it gets much better than what we've got. I mean, it's good.
Congratulations.
And we can help people, as we're doing that. So
It's rewarding. Can relate.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you'd speak to kind of looking into the future, what you're most excited about with Turning Winds?
We're growing. I mean, Turning Winds is, as I mentioned, we do profit sharing. And so I'm not gonna tell you how much we put in, but a lot of our employees are benefiting as we're growing and in a lot of ways, both in an experience way and financially. And so it's an organization that's growing. We're able to help more and more people every year, and and we're effective at what we do.
Fantastic. Well, I believe that's the end of our questions, and so I will go ahead and bring up the contact information as well. We have there for you a phone number. It completely disappeared. There we go. Let me try that again. Okay, we have a phone number for you as well as an email to Marcine there or the website. And if people go out to the website, is there a way to express their interest in jobs through the website as well? Do you know?
There is an employment link, yes.
Okay, look for the employment link. Wonderful. Anything you'd like to say is just kind of the final cap of in favor of your business?
Come work for us. You won't regret it.
Fantastic. We really appreciate you taking the time to let us know, learn more about you, and have this as available resource and educate job seekers out there as well.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks, Jody.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye.